is very volatile.
Yeah.
If there's a point of action that a jungler pays attention to, or if there's a solo lane kill, it's very hard to get tabs back on it because of the two teams here and their play styles.
Very true.
So once somebody gets a lead, that's about 3,000 gold, I would expect it to just keep getting bigger and bigger. Because nobody's super aggressive. Nobody's making a lot of plays. They're just waiting for the team to outplay themselves.
The weird thing is, though, like with both these team comps actually promote you making a choice to do something active around 20 minutes into the game. For Gamers 2, it's start the siege either when Athene's comes in, or even Athene's Death Cap, or even Athene's like needlessly large rod. But you get some items on Ocelote, and the siege can start. Right? Yuki can deal good turret damage and whatnot. They should be all right. Satan, very happy about this game. Wah! I think it's hilarious. That's fine.
At least he's all laughs right now.
Yeah. But while Gamers 2 wants to siege around 20 minutes,
he doesn't even care about that word.
It's true. He's laughing at it. And now Gamers 2 thinks it's funny as well. But Shantae Makval, like, they've got to actually do something. I think 25 minutes in, if they get a lead, press really hard, use your assassins, and dive in, because they don't have a tank until 45 minutes. So they've got to find these offhand jungle fights, these invades, these 3-on-3s,
look at that,
and take advantages.
Lane swap here from Gamers 2.
Wow.
They're actually going to forfeit dragon control in the early game.
First weapon ever.
I think they're looking for it. Because keep in mind, right?
They think it'll happen.
I think they do, because think about it, right? Shantae Makval sought the matchup in game 1. They saw the ward, still got spotted, and went for it.
Speaking of outplaying yourself.
Yep. This is definitely mind games won by Shantae Makval.
Now, there could be the chance that Gamers 2 want the lane swap instead of trying to find it. But we'll have to see. The thing, though, is that they saw that Satan was starting on the left side of the jungle, so you would assume that that's where the AD carry is going to be.
Yeah, you typically start... This is actually the interesting thing as well, is there is a possibility that Shantae Makval gets a 3-buff start here. If they play it right, the duo lane can get control of the bottom side red buff, bring Kha'Zix in, and steal red, then get their own blue. Like, there's a lot of ways that Shantae Makval, they didn't get punished at all for the level 1 setup, and could really get 3 buffs here if they play it right.
JWoww just leaves the lane, abandons it, becomes an honorary jungler for a little bit. It's graced by Morden.
Yeah, right now, Seize should be at the red buff, putting a ward down. Like, there's no reason for Seize not to be in there, trinketing this red, and pulling Satan and Vanez down. Turns out that the greedy play by Shantae Makval doesn't get punished, but they could have gotten more for it.
Yeah, and there's always the chance here that because you don't know where the top laner is, you don't know where the jungler is, you didn't ward up, they could go mid right now and blow a flash. They could get a gank, or most likely they're going to go bottom and try to defend the turret, but there's always that possibility, and you always have to be aware of those types of things. You want as much information as possible. Yeah. It's basically what it comes down to.
Well, we'll see. I mean, Morden and JWoww, honestly, a very strong gank duo. You've got a Jackson and Lee Sin, both of whom have big power spikes at level 2 here. Looks like right now they're not going to punish the Syndra just yet. Just wave clear so far for Avenue. He's actually equal in CS to Ocelote. Hasn't bullied him out just yet. Satan and Vanez going to make their way across the map. They do not get spotted by any wards. And right now they're just kind of trying to live in the jungle. Trinket ward will let them go for the Wraith camp here.
It's the mid gank here from Morden and JWoww. They're going to come around the immobile Syndra.
Ooh, Avenue is not in a good spot right here. This is super risky for Avenue. If he goes to the south, he can join his team for a 3-on-3. He needs to go that way right now. Nice knockback. The 2-man stun. Javelin will hit. Also brings him to half.
They aren't expecting this.
They could have waited longer. He could have baited that. He could have baited that by running right into the brush and maybe catching Ocelote. Not the case here. Shantae Makval do keep their mid laner safe, but he lost some health.
Man, I only thought one team was going to go mid and try to gank it, but they both end up coming there. Look at that. Now, you'll be relegated to farming the jungle again. This is actually going to cause a very slow game to happen. Because everybody's going to have extra gold, be a little more accelerated. Whoever the dragon goes over to, if they don't push that advantage, then shame on them. But look at that.
Oh, good damage, though. Nice. I like the coordination there. Hook into chompers in front, and then he flays them onto the chompers. They have practiced that combo before, and they played it perfectly.
They just had to play against it, too.
Yeah, true.
Like, that's a great combo. If you're going to pair anybody with Jinx, it's Thresh. But up against Lucian Morgana, it's not that great.
Agreed completely. We're going to see how they can play around that right now. 31-28 in minions. Gamers 2 pushing a little bit slower.
Vanez has an advantage here in terms of levels and CS over JWoww.
And this bot lane turret's going to take a lot of damage. Morden actually forced to defend right there. Good damage comes through. Morden, he's level 4. Will they go for the Shantou? Takes a turret shot. That is not good. Oh my god, Sage just did it. Sage just did as well. The health bars are low enough. Gamers 2 could win a 2-on-2 here.
Well, here's the thing, is that Satane isn't top with Vanez, so it's a 2-on-1. And he's farming his jungle. He's not doing anything on the map in terms of pressure.
Yeah, and there was a threat that he could counter gank as well, so no dive comes through. Bottom lane turret will drop right here. Shantou macht Vow. They're going to deny as many minions as possible. They do take it out, and they're actually going to clear this wave. This is interesting to me because it's going to actually put the wave in a really bad spot where it's going to push in unless they push a lot harder.
Yeah, they didn't get the top turret just yet for Gamers 2. Sitting around, Vanez is going to help farm the jungle again. A lot of that CS that he's actually accumulated for himself are tiny little wraiths.
Yeah, true.
Tiny little wolves. And now no move for the dragon, actually, by either team.
Well, Satan's got to heal first, but right now, if these guys do recall, they could definitely go for a 5-man dragon and use that right as Gamers 2 goes for top lane turret. That's an absolute completely available play right here for SMW.
And it looks like they're actually just going to keep Yuki in the top lane by himself. Dude is coming bottom to stop this, because Shantou macht Vow, they're getting a little greedy here with this play.
Well, the thing is, so is Gamers 2 actually. Yuki's alone freezing the top lane to deny even more minions, which allows Shantou macht Vow to play a 5-on-4 in the rest of the map. With the mid laners there, it's a 4-on-3. They could do more.
But Satane's doing nothing. He's farming his jungle.
Well, they're going to look for a tier 2 turret. Does not have the extra damage reduction bonus, so some damage will come through. Here's a 2-on-3. There's the ping finally onto Dragon. Mid laner got pushed out. Ocelote's under his turret right here, so Avenue in a decent spot for this one, and now they can make the move.
All right, Vanez is coming down for the Dragon as well. And now Yuki has no possible way of getting to this fight in time.
Wow, just the fact that the ward came down scares the team away, though, despite the 4-on-5.
That's crazy. They know it's a 4-on-5 too. They're just very scared of it, not very bold.
Also, it's got no mana. Like, he can't throw more than like 2 javelins.
Yeah. Avenue taking it to him once again. Was able to back and get himself an item. Oh, there's
Javelin
the
hits, he flashes. Dude, not going to land the Q in this one. And Ocelote, despite being the one pushed under his turret, 9 minions up on Ocelote right here. So, gotta say, that mid lane matchup working very, very well for the Nidalee player. And it's, you know, it's a 700 gold lead right now for Shantou macht Vow, but that's only because of the turret kill. Otherwise, the game is neck and neck.
Yeah, and they had a back for Avenue early, where he gave up a lot of CS. And he's going to catch up now, but he got the early Chalice, and now the back from Ocelote gets in the Chalice and the Doran's Ring and boots. So definite item advantage here. And actually, Avenue's going to get his own back. Timing it pretty well. Oh,
the recall stop by Dude. And, oh, I thought they're going to freeze the lane. They're not. Ocelote's going to actually push as fast as he can with this one happening. Blue buff coming up in a second. They could have frozen that wave just for a short time and denied the full next wave away from Avenue, but, you know, it still might work out quite nicely if he does get the shove going in.
Yuki, best top laner in the Challenger Series.
There you go. 69 minions. He's #1 in the game right here. Vanez is waiting around on the wings, but it's level 5 versus level 6. Attempt 2. Nope.
Nope. Go for 3.
Yay!
Third time's a charm. By that time, he could have walked around. But still.
But it looks more silent this way.
Yeah.
I gotta say, it's very thematic that Ocelote is playing Nidalee, being that they're both cats.
Yeah, I can see the connection. Ocelote form for him.
Yep.
Oh. Sitting in the bush
Nidalee.
here.
Right,
on JWoww.
All right, good play there. JWoww jumps back to the minions. He's going to be safe. Level 6 on this Jax. We still have not seen him in a duel against anyone just yet. 40 minions on him, though, is a decent clip. He's actually now ahead of Vanez in this one, who still is not level 6 on Aurelia. So Gamers 2 is starting to get a lot better out of these matchups. Top lane turret still has not fallen. Shantou, though, gets rooted up. This could be dangerous for him. Where's the lander coming in? He does not quite have one. It's going to be a big burst of damage. First blood goes over to JWoww's Jax as well. That's a good head start.
It's a good first blood there. Camping in the bush, waiting for him to ward it, knowing that he wanted that vision. And then they end up getting some turret damage for it, too. They didn't actually get the top tier 1 turret at all.
Yeah, Yuki just did not try for it whatsoever. They'll get it at some other point down the line, but it's 100 gold everyone else is missing. Bot lane outer will drop for this one, so Gamers 2 making the move, and here we go. They're going to deny some of this. Man, they're really playing the denial game.
Yeah. It's kind of reminiscent of All-Stars.
Yeah.
When you get fast pushed, you're just like, no, we'll just farm. It's fine. Go ahead and counter it.
It definitely shows their style. They're happy to take all the time they want with these advantages to deny as many players as possible. Turret does go down. Jiggstalker comes out, will spot this dragon. JWoww's recall will stop the Gamers 2 get the dragon for themselves. Nice binding's going to stop the Jinx there as well. that will give some more time for Vana to push the top lane. And actually, they might just catch something here. Yuki forced a flash away in that one, so a couple of summoners lost.
Catches a flash for his trouble. Now, I gotta say, Satan, his early game presence was non-existent.
It's the 2-on-1 lanes. There's not much.
The 2-on-1 lanes, the jungler, Morden, was in a lane.
True.
And Satan didn't do anything. He farmed his Wraith. He farmed his White. His CS is only 5 above Morden's. His level, he's up a little bit, but at the same time, he didn't help his top laner keep off the siege. He didn't come bottom and push it even harder. He didn't go for Dragon until it was too late, and Morden had already done his job of babysitting JWoww.
Yeah, I think you're right about that.
There was a lot of places to just exploit, and he didn't do it.
Speaking of exploitation, Gamers 2 showing up in the mid lane with their AD carry. Good damage on this turret right here. Satan shows up and takes skill shots. He's going to be going down. Wow, not the place he wanted to be. Nice capitalization by Gamers 2.
Satan in the wrong spot, gets caught by a binding. Now they're going to get this turret off of it. Gamers 2, they might not have to play that really long game anymore.
Well, they're equipped to close the game out, though. Again, they're not facing against Nidalee. They're not facing against this wave clear Lucian. Until Static Shift comes out, Jinx doesn't really have great clear. So there's a lot of chances here. Gamers 2 now making their way up to the top lane as well.
Here.
They're trying for it. Mord's going to have some decent damage there. Lance the Slow is going to kick Vanna's back in, but it's going to make JWoww miss the stun. However, this turret's going to be going down. You're going to get rid of that one real quick, and now Vanna's has nowhere to go. Still running through the brush. They make the play.
Oh!
Yeah, oh, jumps the minion to the lantern! Not quite going to be there in time. Ocelote lands the javelin, and down he goes. Now the Morgana ult is going to land this on this one as well. He will land the stun onto Sensei. He did not need to flash. He was definitely going down anyway. Box comes out, and down goes another kill. Gamers 2, 4-0.
Yeah, now they have a 4,000 gold lead. They got the first dragon. They got a lot of kills from themselves. They have all of the outer turrets, and they're Nidalee, though. They can siege this up so easily.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome, these guys, and they're going to keep trying to this one with just the Chalice and double Doran's Room. They're going early on this one. Bloodthirst from the AD carry is all they needed to do. That was a nice binding. Avenue losing half his health. Of course, Black Shield keeps the Morgana safe. Avenue forced to flash away from JWoww. Flash Q would have been the death of him here. So top lane tier 2, they're taking plenty of damage. A new minion wave shows up to reinforce, and this damage still continuing. Gonna be 4 champion kills plus 4 turret kills. Even Yuki's able to defend the mid lane. So just so much gain for Gamers 2.
Shantan Max WoW look completely disorganized right now.
And Gamers 2 look completely different from last game.
Yes, they do. They got
so
that early advantage, and I think they felt out their opponent of Shantan Max WoW, and they know how to play against it. Play against their style. There's a lot of things in SMW's play that you can just be like, oh, they didn't punish us for that, so we can make mistakes.
Worked so beautifully now for Gamers 2.
But they haven't made any.
Yeah, they really haven't. You're right. They're playing pretty much perfectly here. This one, about a 5,000 gold lead now for Gamers 2. 13 minutes in, quite a substantial lead on this one. Satan just doing what he can to stay up in his jungle. He is actually a level up on Morden, but that doesn't really mean too much when your team's up this much gold.
Because he was farming so much and not sitting in the lanes alongside his top lane or bottom lane. So Morden had to split a lot of EXP.
Yeah. And Morden now has the Sight Stone to continue to wrest ward control over the map. You can see a ton of blue wards at the top side of the map. Although they're not going to use the top lane very much anymore, it's more going to be mid and bot for the extra 2 turret kills. We're going to see how much more they can push forward.
Satan just bought a red pot, a fort pot for himself. He knows he's behind and he's going to try to make a play. It's something he should have been doing a long time ago.
True. Well, they're going to do what they can to right all these wrongs. Dude. Trying to get ward control. You can see now this blue buff pretty well owned by G2. Pink ward in the brush, going to keep Avenue a little bit safe, though he still takes the binding. Satan looks for the play to make, though. He sees that the blue buff is up, and here comes Yuki, though, to turn this one back around. Satan not in the right spot. He went a little bit too aggressive with that one, made the play, and that play was him dying. Blue buff goes over to Yuki on this one, and now they can go to the bottom lane.
Just great capitalization here by Gamers 2. Yeah, it's definitely not going to be as long a game as it was previously. They've corrected some of their mistakes, and they are punishing all the ones that SMW made. Don't look as nervous.
You're right, they don't at all. They look completely on form. They're taking all the advantages, setting up the wards and going for the buff right away, and no one's been there to stop them. So here we go. Mid lane could be the next target very easily. 15 minutes in. 6,000 gold lead. Vanna's trying to hold on to this top lane. Doesn't even have half of the Trinity Force right now, whereas Ruin King is already done for JWoww. So that power spike's already done. Athene's Sork Shoes is already there for Ocelote. Bloodthirster, Yuki hasn't bought since they were sieging the top lane. He's got probably 1,200 gold in the inventory at the very least in this point.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Freeze at least there. Says walks over a trap. JWoww's got to be a bit careful. Nice play to knock him back. Good stun there as well. Good burst comes through. They do drop down JWoww. Nicely done right there by Avin and the rest of the team. Shantan Macbal, can they defend the 5v4?
It's a strange moment of hesitation there for JWoww. Still had his flash, didn't have vision of the bush, but ended up doing nothing. Just getting hooked, allowing himself to be taken out. And now we have to see what Shantan Macbal does with that, because there's 20 seconds, 25 seconds until the dragon is up. They're going to clear this bottom wave, get it for themselves, and start that one pushing, so there's something that has to be dealt with by Gamers 2. But both teams last game looked like they were playing to not lose.
Yeah.
This game, Gamers 2 looks like they're playing to win.
They really do. And they're doing a very good job of that one. I mean, one catch, not the end of the world for this one.
And I think it's really Morden and Dude who have stepped up in this one. Dude is making a lot of catches for his team, and Morden is playing very aggressive now. Been involved in 80% of the kills, going in, and Ocelote, he can play as safe as he wants to. He doesn't have to make an aggressive play. He just pokes, and he's fine. The rest of his team will do it for him.
Well, he's been landing the javelins. Gamers 2 are kind of ground, but Dragon's going to be started out by Shantan Macbal. Good damage on Evan to start this one out. Dragon very low on health. The Q comes out. Vana's got to be careful. The play is going to miss, and down goes the kill. It's Dragon for 1 kill. Shantao's in a bad spot. Flashes over. JWoww's going to chase him down. It's going to be 2 for 0 so far. 3 for 0 as the kills keep on coming in. Says going to drop as well. Make that one 4, and now it's going to be everybody falling over. The double kill for Ocelote and the ace for Gamers 2.
Well, looked like it was the test for Shantan Macbal, and they got aced.
Yes.
In response to Gamers 2, they're going to go straight for this Baron now.
All right, wow, 16.5-minute Baron. They're not, I mean, the respawn times are so short, sure, they're going to go for this one instead.
He comes straight in, he ends up kicking Satane and kills top laner at the same time Vanis goes down. They just split them off again. SMW, every time they get in a dragon fight, they kind of scatter. It's like every man for himself.
Uh-oh, Moore's got to be careful.
Oh.
Heal by Ocelote saved his life. They're taking so much damage here. Summoner heal burned as well. Vana's not going to be there in time, though. Scumbag JWoww didn't even help his team for that one, but they do get the Baron Nashor picked up at 17 minutes. So 9,000 gold. Gamers 2 very, very far ahead.
Vanez 40 CS behind JWoww. JWoww was winning the laning phase previously as Aurelia versus Shyvana in the last game. And man, JWoww is a top laner. He loves those scaling champions, but he plays the early game well. So he gets them.
Yeah, he does. He's been doing great in lane, great in the early to mid game fights as well. Every single time, gotta say I'm impressed with him. Mid lane turret will go down. Shantan Macbal capitalize on the recalls of Gamers 2 and get something back. They've got a long way to go if they're to win this game and stay alive in this series. Gamers 2, they've got Baron buff. They've been playing aggressively all game. How good will the siege be?
Do the laundry, wash dishes, and pay some bills.
Jinx is no fun. No fun at all.
Right?
Yeah, it's Fishbones doing that. So the thing here is this deathless bottom lane. If Shantan Macbal walk away with anything, at least kill the bottom lane.
Yep.
One time.
One time.
Kill Yuki or kill Dude.
Just any of them.
That's all. That's all you need to do. Gamers 2 will forfeit.
No, unlikely.
They won't.
They will be a little bit sad.
Yeah.
That they'll miss their 4 deathless
My
games.
KDAs! My KDAs!
Actually, KDA wouldn't even get dropped with one
That's
death.
true. That's true.
They could each die once.
Yeah, 'cause
They would each have the same KDA.
but their combined bottom lane KDA would
Then
be
it would go down.
destroyed.
Oh, poor
Cut in
guy.
half.
So what?
Ah,
Can't do it.
see if they have it in them.
I don't think I've ever seen 100 KDA before. And they're on track for it.
Yeah, that's true. It's very true.
That'd be an impressive number.
They would end up playing in the next round the winners of the previous one, NIP,
Yeah.
who have Freeze and Mithy.
Good luck with that one.
Yeah.
They're pretty strong lane.
Former Worlds players.
Pretty strong.
Ocelote, former World player.
Freeze didn't go to Worlds.
That's true. That's true. Former LCS. Yeah.
Oh, Avenue gets knocked back in. The stun comes in for JWoww. That's going to be a nice kill picked up. Well played there by Morden for the flash kick on this. Sombras come out. Also actually eats them there. Big damage comes through. He's got to be careful. There's the shutdown picked up. But Yuki's been pushing the mid lane there. There's going to be a turret killed. 1 for 1 in the fight overall.
And they end up getting that middle tier 2 turret. And now they can go ahead and roam around, and they're going to collapse on Vanez here.
Vanez bit off a little more than he could choose. Going to flash back into the game, but a great start. Binding's going to kill pick one up. Morden gets the kill credit. JWoww hooked now inside the base, but it's still a 4 versus 3. They're actually going to go for this one. Yuki putting some good damage down. Dude helping as well. Lands the bind on a Shantaow. They're not going to go for this one, though. JWoww first one away from that one, despite the bind on the AD carry.
The bind was so good. It was a flash there by Vanez to the other side of Dude, and he reacted instantaneously with the binding.
Yeah, I wonder if he was like aiming for Sage and got it anyway. But
Yeah,
either way,
or
it's
aiming for
awesome.
the lantern. Anybody who takes this,
Gonna get binded. Worked out really well, I gotta say. That's all I care about. So, Trinity Force now done for Vanas. It's a bit of a power spike. Brutalizer for Satan. He is trying to contribute damage to these fights, but 0-3-1, he is very, very far behind. The makings of a death cap for Avenue can maybe turn this fight around if there's no defense, but you've got that item pretty much done now for Ocelote, so he's in a good spot. 2.5 items for Yuki on 80 carry, like, that was cool.
yeah.
Oh, I missed one.
That's still one of the most fun ways to kill a wave.
Yeah, it is.
It's just so great. It feels awesome when you pull it off. You're like, oh, I'm really ahead. Oh, nope, I'm not. I just have Trinity Force.
And just kill minions really well.
Yep.
Gotta say though,
Satan trying to flank from the side here.
he's looking for the play, but all of Gamers 2 is around.
Jumps up, let's
They
do
get the
this.
ping, they know.
Satan!
He dodges the E, gets the lantern.
Lantern.
Alright. But just think about how much Gamers 2 has done before the Shiv got done for Shantou. Like how well they were able to stop any of this defense, keep the siege going, and just keep finding the picks. It's really impressively done.
Yeah. The split push coming out here with the teleport from JWoww. There's no way that Vanas could actually fight him because his flash is down, so he has no escape. Especially since he's Aurelia. You have to play some nice little jukes around the minion wave.
Oh, man.
That's what he gets for laughing.
Right.
Spear right in his gullet.
Aw. Poor guy.
Javelin.
Wow, Vanna's losing a lot of health as well. It's a lot of damage coming out from Ocelote, 21.5 minutes in. No one's even started to buy defensive items yet. Like, that's how far ahead he is. He's just...
That's 21 minutes.
It's completely above the curve, yeah. JWoww goes through the plan of Shantou. Good damage coming through. Flame Charmers are there. Good flash keeps him a bit safer.
Ooh.
Does dodge the Javelin on the way out, but Gamers 2 barely take damage.
Very, very close Javelin there. And that's what Ocelote's just going to continue to do. He almost has the death cap completed, but they've already got themselves in a position where they're so far ahead. They basically have 125% of the gold, the enemy team. 130%-ish.
Yeah, they're up a third, basically. They're up
Yeah.
10k against 30,000 gold team, so...
Yeah.
Rather large lead for these guys. Evolved Wings comes out for Satan, so we'll get the resets off the kills if the team can find any.
It's a level 11 siege.
Yeah, well, it's onto the inhibitor. Mid lane turret, there we go. Gonna be down below 1/3. Ocelote staying for this one. Good damage comes through. He's got to heal himself pretty soon. Top lane also speeds up JWoww and Morden, pulling Vanas around this one. Burns his ulti for that one. Javelin hits onto Sazed. And here we go, attempt number 4. This could be the turret going down. There should be some good damage coming through. Nice bit of wave clear there by Avenue, but the binding's going to hit. Good damage, the Javelin. Shantou tanks it for the teammate, actually. There comes the Lucian Q. Good damage going through still. And there's the push on in. Sage takes another one, and these health bars are going lower and lower and lower. They finally go in for this one. That's going to be the inhibitor turret going down, and onto the inhib they go. 23 minutes in, looking great for Gamers 2.
3 below half there. Really living up to the name of what a siege comp is. No kills, but they end up just picking them low enough so they have to give up the objective.
And think about the timing here, speaking of objectives for Gamers 2. Dragon's up, Baron's in about 45 seconds. They can take Dragon, recall, heal up, buy some items, and then be at Baron in time by the time Super Minis are pushing down the mid lane.
Morden, he's got a different objective in his sight.
Escape?
Straight over. But he gets a ward on the Baron.
Yeah!
Worth it.
And there we go, there's the recalls. 30 seconds till Baron, the heals, the items coming through. Gamers 2 now going to be fighting at full power. Death Cap is done for Ocelote, the Shiv, and now the Last Whisper is in there for Yuki. And now you've got 2 pieces of Trinity Force as well for JWoww. So this team is scary strong.
Satan clears out the ward. That not worth anymore.
Nope.
Got out of there.
Give away 30 gold for that. Scumbag Morden.
That's how they're going to get back in the game, clearing the ward.
Hey, it's something.
No. But the way they would get back into this game is if they end up somehow stealing the Baron and getting a good fight off of it. But it'd be very hard because I don't know if they'd actually start the Baron up if Shantou knocked WoW is nearby. Instead, they would just poke them down until they can do it.
Yeah, well, they've got super minions as well to pull attention in the mid lane. This early on in the game, it takes a pretty good amount of effort for champions in general to fight off super minions.
Super minions are stronger than a champion in one-on-one.
I feel like
at this point.
Yeah, well, I think Lifesteal would maybe make Shantou win the 1v1 against the minion like heads up, but yeah, not exactly ideal. You see, just so that was 3 quarters of his health there. That's a death cap.
That minion pretty strong.
Pretty sure. Yep. Oh God! Wow. Good thing he lifestealed there. That guy was about to die.
Wow.
And out he goes. Yeah. So Shantou forced to run away. Yuki's going to push the bottom lane. This is good. Gamers 2 are split pushing the lanes to get them all pushing. So it's very easy for the team to move back and forth between the lanes that are important or simply turn on to Baron. You can see a lot of wards are down around the Baron pit. Satane's still waiting in the wings in Fog of War. He's been trying for a while. Ward's going to spot him out there. Ward goes down. He knows about this. Q's going to land. Good damage comes through. Nice slow as well. Satane jumps the wall, but Morden's not done for this one. Wow, he landed the Q. Not going to go for it. They could just take Baron control right now. Looks like that will be the goal for this one. They've got to be careful not to get outspited by Satane, but it should be possible. There comes the attempt.
So they got him to half HP, and he blew his ultimate, and they saw that. So now, he's got a couple charges left. Nope, that's it. That was it.
All right, Rocket Force. There's the wards coming down. The Defiant's going to hit Satane. They're going to execute him and take him down real quick before they come back into this one. Ward's going to ward hop back over. That will guarantee them now the Baron. I don't see a way for Chantal Macfau to steal this one, so it's going to be Baron number 2, 25 minutes, 50 seconds into the game, and they can now go for siege attempt number 2.
Jude and Morden have been coming up big this game. The catches that they're able to create, and now go for the flash.
The stun's going to land the Q as well. Kill picked up. That's 2 dead. And Gamers 2 can keep pushing, and they've still got super minions in the mid lane to make this push happen. Vanez has the teleport, but he's got to recall him back and defend with his team of 5 versus 4, and the base about to be dying.
They're trying to defend it. Morden taking some turret shots there. Once again, the siege is up. The Nidalee so scary with the damage he has accumulated.
All right, well, there goes the engage, though. JWoww's going to look for it. Saze gets stunned up, but now onto the inhibitor they go. The turret's already gone. Low health on Satane still. It's a 5v5 only now as the respawn's coming through, but it's 2 inhibitors dead. Mid lane respawning about now. They're going to make sure they clear away the minions on this one and see if they're going to get anything else off of this one, but they right now ping at the bottom lane. This team taking their time to close the game out, not wanting to 5v5 under turrets.
They want to just pick them apart.
Oop. He was going to land. They knew the inhib was coming back up, so they waited for that one instead. Top lane is going to start spawning supers very, very soon. Again, 5-on-5 should be safe for Gamers 2. They don't need to back off. Good Black Shield keeps Yuki safe. Ocelote can heal back up anyway. More spam coming through. Good damage goes through. Look at that one. Low health bars now in the mid laners. They're going to move in half HP now on the inhibitor. Who's going to be dodged. And that's going to be inhib number 2.
Satane taking a lot of damage there. If one of those had crit.
Yeah, that's true. When a crit, there's a good chance he goes down. Not the case just yet, though. And again, the minions still dying off. They've got JWoww now finally split pushing in the bottom lane to set this lane up for the team. Gamers 2 just have to wait until this wave reaches. They can close the game out.
Haven't been a lot of teleports this game.
No.
At all.
I haven't seen any.
Yeah.
Maybe back to lane, but that's it.
Back to lane is pretty much it. People teleporting into the fights wasn't really happening for the most part. So it's just been split pushing by Gamers 2.
Finding on Vanez. Good damage comes through. That Q might have gotten the execute there if at least they wanted to go, but here comes the first siege. 20 seconds on the next wave. Border gets hooked. They don't care about that, though. Top lane, big wave. He gets kicked back in. He's going to be going down. Nice play by Morden. Set that one up, and now the inhibitor going to be under fire. They will be doing some good damage, but Satane is around. They've got to be a little bit careful. Looks like they're going to have enough. JWoww also forcing him away. Yuki not quite finding the kill, but down goes the actual Kha'Zix finally does go down. Avenue already dead. Third inhibitor going to fall as well. JWoww gets hooked in, gets Black Shield. He goes in for the fight anyway. The CC on his Saze. There's the third kill this fight. Chantal going to get jumped back onto the fountain. Vanez losing health as well. This is going to be the Nexus turrets going down. It's going to be the 2-0. Just under 30 minutes, and Gamers 2 going to make their way into the semifinals.